What is up, all your wonderful beings? It's Gage here, and today is something that's a little bit low energy, and something that's honestly it made me sick to my stomach, and it filled me with rage. I'm sure you all heard of Autism Speaks. It is a very well-known autism organization throughout the United States, and I watched a video last night, kind of because I was looking through, I was trying to find different people that are autism that I can connect with and kind of see their perspectives of things, video wise on YouTube. And I found this video about the truth of Autism Speaks. Now, I knew about their original ideology of cure autism, which basically says what we have is a disease. And that pisses me off, honestly, because autism is a big part of who we are, and it's what we're born with. So you're basically calling us disease in turn. You're not autism isn't separate from us. It's a big part of who we are, and I'm grateful for it. Autism, I wouldn't have gone as far as I did without autism, so I'm grateful for it. And but they're past. Now, I can forgive the original ideology. A lot of people didn't know much about autism. That's fine, People had their own agenda about autism and their own faults because they didn't know much about it, which is understandable. But their history, what they have done, they have spread hatred and dehumanized everyone that is autistic. And it honestly disgusts me. Like, I don't judge, but I can't help but judge on this one. Like, I legit, every fiber of my being was on fire with rage. And for all you guys listening, I really appreciate it. I know a lot of us like to be ignorant of some facts because it changes everything. It should. Some things like this should change your perspective on things because it shouldn't be there. So I'm not going to hold on to this anger and hatred because that leads to hatred. I'm going to let it go after this video, after I get it for social media and everything like that, because I need at least make people aware of the full truth of Autism Speaks, because obviously they're not going to talk about it, so someone does. And someone with autism, I'm grateful that they did. Foster on the spectrum, she was one that spoke on, or he spoke on it. Yeah, he helped me. I'm just grateful he brought that knowledge to me. I had a hard time sleeping last night because I just imagine how many kids, adults, are affected by it, and because the ads and videos they made, which I'm going to talk about here, it's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting. They spread hatred and dehumanize all of us. And someone that grew up with autism, it's not right, and yet they're the most profound. They like to be looked at as this great fucking organization that helps everybody. But really, you guys are people that spread hatred to autism to begin with. So you're one of those people. Like, you're in that category, my guy. Like, it's not good. You can't pretend you didn't. It's the truth is there if you look hard enough for it. And I'm gonna kind of get into it. They actually there's a new movie based on autism. Music. It's the movie Music. It was this Autism Speaks didn't make this movie, but they're associated with it. All right. And the movie was it was just bad. It was really bad. A lot of people that have autism or advocates of autism, they spoke on this. They're like, "What the hell is this movie?" They kind of they mislabeled parts of autism, like nonverbal. Like, I forget what it was, but they go by something else. They mislabeled that. If they would have done the research, they would have knew that. Which I can, that happens. I mean, that But in the movie, you're supposed to be a professional. You're supposed to know this shit. You know what I mean? It's important. And at the end, in the movie, she sides with Autism Speaks. She's like, I'm going to go with them. We all hate Autism Speaks. We don't like them. Like I said, they dehumanize and spread hatred towards us. And they go for their original ideology was cure for autism. And that really, they didn't get away from that. You know, people say they changed, but they just don't call it cure. And they're still associated with many people that are trying to find a cure for autism like it's a fucking disease, which it isn't. And the movie was just bad. Like it was not good. But this is not even the worst video they've made. Or Autism Speaks didn't make it, but it's not even the worst movie associated with Autism Speaks. Okay, now Autism Speaks made this video. And the movie starts out. They put some clips in there. Autism kids screaming, going off, basically. And you already know. You kind of already have a feeling that they're going to try to make autism kids or parents with autism seem like the most horrible thing in the world. So you already got that impression. And let's see what else they put in here because it's just insane. Parents restrain their kids and yell at them, which, you know, if you're not very patient, you know, that happens. So, you know, can't always fault the parent for that, but, you know, definitely shouldn't do that. But it happens, you know what I mean? You know, it happens. Some people, parents lose their cool, but in those situations, as a parent, you can't. So I'm not, you know, that's actually is realistic. That does happen. Doesn't make it right, but it happens. And this woman, the video, she changed her kid on live TV. Live TV, like it legit. It's not fake. It's like literally in front of the cameraman, and honestly, that's embarrassing for her child. Like it's not good. Like it's embarrassing for her kid, and I'm sure if it was opposite way around, she would speak on that and probably sue them. So it's not cool, you know. It's just that was just one of the parts I just disagreed with. But all right. Also, and the video it kind of goes with the parents. The moms, autistic moms, are talking about how autism just affected their lives. How everything's about autism. They had to quit their jobs, etc., which has happened with autistic moms, but how they kind of describe it, it's like autism's ruined their life. It's not like, oh, I had to take care of my kid. It's like, no, autism ruined us. Like, dude, autism is a fucking disease, my guy. No, you had to take care of your child. When you're a parent, you sign up to take care of your child, no matter what they're born with, no matter what happens. You're the parent. You're the fucking parent. You sign up for this. So so that was just like, come on, man. Like I feel, you know, not being autistic, I wasn't the easiest child. You know, I will fully admit that. So I'm not faulting any autistic moms, but trying to separate autism from your child. Autism is, you're born with it. It is part of who we are. So you're saying you hate autism, then you kind of basically saying you hate us because we have autism and it's a big part of who we are. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, you guys can kind of see my frustration with this whole thing. Oh yeah, this mom was talking about, man, my kid's future's completely ruined. He's full of pain. Tell you guys, as someone that was born with autism, my future's not fucked. It's actually pretty damn good. I feel very at peace at this moment. Not as much, but because I'm just this whole thing. But and even saying we're in pain, that is very, very rare parts of autism involve in pain, unless it's sensory. That can, some parts of autism can really affect that. But no, we're not in pain. We're good. So it's just like they obviously they're misinformed already, but like they try to create this persona that autism is bad, and it's created a lot of hatred and judgment on the autism community and everyone involved. So it's, I'm not so already I'm kind of like, this is not what I wanted to hear, but I'm glad I did. Oh, is this the next one? Because this is where it gets pretty bad. Oh yeah. Autism mom with her kid in the background talks about she legitimately contemplated driving her and her child, who's autistic, because of her condition, or gift, like I like to call it, off George Washington Bridge. But the only reason she hasn't is because of her other daughter. Like, you actually thought about murdering your daughter because she has autism? The fuck? Like, the sick, and this is not just a random video on YouTube. This is legit a video made by Autism Speaks. They fucking made this video letting the mom talk about how she wanted to kill her child. She thought about it. I don't care if you thought about it. You even talking about it's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. That's your kid. Like, how the fuck could you say that? That person shouldn't be a parent. I'm going to be honest. They should not be a parent because that child deserves better than that. It's not right. And yeah. Yeah, because the reason why she said that, obviously because her gift, but also because she didn't want to put her in special needs class. So she thought killing her child would be better than putting her in a class that could possibly help her function in society, which society isn't perfect anyway, but it's not my, society has not been very kind, but, yeah. And she was laughing, smiling when she said this too. I forgot her. That's what happened too. 1 month after this movie, so we're getting a little bit past the movie. There was a murder of an autistic child that was 3 years old. A mom took her kid to a park and suffocated her with a plastic bag. I'm not sure if anyone else is around because I'm surprised no one tried to help save the kid, but yeah, that's what happened at the, it's one thing that happened. Her name was Karen McCarran or something like that. You can look her up. It was back in 2008, which is right around that same time this movie was made, and, yeah. It's real bad. And she was like, and that's a fucked up part, and you think, oh, man, that poor child. But you know what they said, there's an article what the toll autism takes on the parents. Basically, they're saying she was crazy. She was obsessed with getting a cure for her child because she saw the disease. And, probably is true. She probably did have a mental issue, for sure. They'd be willing to do that. But they made it about her, not about the kid that didn't even get to live their life. 3 years old. Got murdered at a park by her mother. But they decided to take pity on the mother. Yeah. That's the kind of society that has been. That's the kind of saying, not society, but Autism Speaks, which society has followed them because they've been the gatekeepers of autism. All the bullshit. Sorry for my negativity and low energy. It's just going through all this, man. It's hearing all this. I keep imagining the kids that went through similar situations like this, and the Autism Speaks just fed it the fire. That was they act like they care, but they fed into hatred. They gave hatred and dehumanized all of us, and it only gets worse, honestly. Like that's pretty fucking bad. You know what I mean? It's already bad. That's probably one of the legit the things they did was it's unspeakable. And there's a saying that they compare it to. Let's get into it before I say that. So this is a movie I Am Autism, and the narrator, the voice, this dark voice that they do is autism. Talks about how it ruins your family, sucks your money out, all this terrible things, and basically says it works faster than cancer and diabetes. So they're comparing autism to people that are dying of cancer and people that are diabetics or in severe. I'm not very expert in diabetes, but I know it's not too good. So yeah, it's they deleted. They apologized for what the video did, not like, okay guys, we shouldn't have made that video, it wasn't right what we did. They never really apologized for the actions they took the past couple decades that they've been doing this shit. It's just yeah, I legit had a after I read all this, and after I watched the video and everything like that, I legit had to take a breather. I was so filled with rage, I couldn't even sleep because it was just like dopamine just going through my body because I was just so angry. I never felt like that. I literally was shaking with anger. Like I never felt that before. Just I know what I know what it's like to suffer like that. Autism. People look at you differently, like you're alien. It's just this isn't the most positive video, but it's good to be aware of these type of things. Like I said, they never apologized. They're all about I cured autism. That was their whole ideology. Never really went for that. They just say it differently now. ABA. Now this is ABA. Autism therapy, basically. I actually was thinking about joining them. Glad I'm not. They were once a part of gay prevention as well. So, or perversion. That's what that's another way to call it. They kind of train people that have autism like dogs. Like I try to teach them through commands and shit like that. I haven't went too deep into it, but from what I've saw already, it's not too good. It's only probably gets worse from there. And this is from one of the, I believe, is the father of ABA. This is what he said. You see, you pretty much start from scratch when you work with an autistic child. You have a person in the physical sense. They have hair and nose and a mouth, but they are not people in the sense of psychologically sense. Ivan Loras. We're not people because of what we have here, because of our autism. So we're not people. That's kind of what he kind of said, trying to sugarcoat it, but basically he called us not people because we can't understand some things, because we're born with something. I believe it's a gift, it's a gift. Some autism spectrums are pretty rough. I can't speak on that, but I believe God has a plan for everybody. But that is just sickening to hear. That is just sickening to hear. Guys, I don't want to feed into this anger and hatred anymore, so I just want to make this video. I'm going to spread it through my social media accounts. Do not, I highly fucking recommend, hopefully after you watch this video, do not support Autism Speaks, because they don't care about people that are autistic. They really never did. And what they did in their past, I can forgive a lot of things, but that, now if they at least apologize, like, man, we did some, we're very shameful of our actions, what we've done in the past, with a lot of videos we made in the past. They never did that. They never apologized. At least we can make some kind of comeback after that, but they didn't. And in my opinion, I just want you guys to be aware of this situation. I am not. It's you guys do information with what you will, but I at least want to make people aware. I know it's a big fucking organization, so I probably want people to shut it down, but at least want people to be aware and of their dark truth, their full truth that they don't like to talk about, because who would? Bad for business. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you watching this. And don't worry, there's gonna be more positive videos in the future. I'm gonna be having I'm having a guest tomorrow. Video will be uploaded on Monday. His name's Alex. He's from Russia, and he's actually ex-military. He went through a lot of things throughout his journey. He's gone a long way. I was really honored to hear about his journey, so I'm really excited for you guys to see that on Monday. But guys, thank you for watching, and thank you. Please, if you can, spread the news, and kind of, there's gonna be doubters or naysayers, but I really appreciate the support. And Autism Speaks, I will not be associated with. I just won't. Especially after learning about this. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay blessed. I love you all.